All right, next we got Seth Rollins versus OMOS.
So, okay. So this one, surprised. Well, no, it went the way I thought it would be.
Although, like, the match was like all OMOS, wasn't it?
Yeah. I did like the way that Omos dominated. This kind of proves the opposite of my point from Bianca Belair and Io Sky. Because when Io Sky was winning, was dominating, we knew Bianca Belair was going to win. But this one, Omos was dominating.
Yeah, the entire time, the bell ring.
But then Omos lost.
Yeah, the very end.
So how did you think the match went?
I think I was like very kind of shocked that Seth Rollins actually won, because I already thought Omos was gonna win, and I thought he was too during the match because it was just all him. And I was just kind of shocked at the end.
Well, okay. Now this goes. Maybe you might not have seen this. Okay, the Great Khali, the Big Show, all these big people that have been there before, even Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Okay. They all came in dominated. All right, nobody could beat them. But then they started losing, and they become just part of the roster.
Yeah.
Like you become just part of the locker room. You're not this big, massive superstar. Was the Big Show did that, and then he lost, and then he not reinvented. They had him come out a different way, and then he was like the Big Show, and then he would dominate. It would come back and forth. Which Omos is on his losing streak now. Now they're making him like, okay, you're not as big. Yes, you're big, but you could be stopped.
Yeah.
Just like Braun Strowman now could be stopped.
Oh yeah, especially.
So this is, I think, what's happening now. They're bringing Braun Strowman. They're bringing Omos back because remember, Seth Rollins is just not a regular person in the back room. He is a major superstar.
Yeah, big name.
And he fought all the biggest names. He fought Bobby Lashley, right? Mm-hmm. And he fought Cody Rhodes. Cody is smaller, but I'm just saying he fought big names before. He fought Roman Reigns several times.
Oh yeah.
So he's not somebody just lay back or just you could dominate him. He's somebody that will dominate, and he's not going to lose lightly. And for them, I never saw a loss coming to Seth Rollins. I knew Omos was going to lose, but the way he did it, I think was a little too quick. I think just what the foot stomp.
Yes, he jumped off the top rope and did it.
Yeah. That was good, but I guess you got to end the tone. That's so. With the time, maybe their time was up. Like, hey, I'll give y'all 10 minutes. Y'all need to hurry up. But yeah, to me, it was a good win for Seth Rollins. What else do you have? What else did you take part of that? What else did you see from that match?
Just nothing else really, to be honest.
How do you think Seth Rollins was able to withstand all that?
Yeah, I think that match did great things for Seth Rollins, to be honest. Especially beating a guy like Omos. Now a bunch of big names are going to come after him now. And I think this did great things for him. And especially with the title shot now in the tournament for the new title.
Oh, that's right.
And I think he was going to win. But before I was for Cody Rhodes, but he's out now. But I'm going to go for Seth Rollins for sure.
And I think with this, like Seth Rollins, I wasn't a fan of his at first, because he turned on the Shield.
Yeah.
But then he came back, reinvented himself. He'd always had a big following, but I what he's doing now is like, what? This is like totally different from his character from before.
And he has an even more big following now to this day.
Yeah,
it grows a lot.
When you in wrestling and you earn your stripes, you could pretty much do a little what you want, and you can become yourself. And I think that's what he did. So, but beating Omos was good. I think he took a lot of good shots and he held his own, and I still say he's going to keep going. So the thing is next is what is next for Omos? Who's next to fight Omos? Because you got to think about Seth Rollins too. Who's next for Seth Rollins? Because he just came back from Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. He just fought Omos. So,
yeah.
But who's next? He's pretty much fought everybody already.
I think a great opponent for Omos would be like... because
this was kind of out of the blue, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think. You already had something with Theory, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But for Omos, it will probably be probably like Bobby Lashley.
But he did Bobby Lashley already, didn't he? Yeah, he did Bobby Lashley already. I was thinking more of AJ Styles.
Oh yeah.
Because
maybe
remember,
for Seth Rollins, yeah.
They were no, well, either one.
Yeah.
Because AJ Styles and Omos came out together. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Omos was the bodyguard
yes.
for AJ Styles.
Yes. Yeah. I remember that now.
So this will be something good to show, like, hey, I trained you. Like somehow Omos turns on AJ Styles.
Yeah, and it's something that's like way back when Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler were a tag team, and now I think it was Dolph that turned on him. They had that big rivalry. It was great. I think it would be the same thing for Omos and Styles.
I'm glad you mentioned Drew McIntyre because that might be next for Seth Rollins.
You know, it would for actually both. I'll be honest, Omos too.
Well, I mean, you said that, so when I think of Drew McIntyre, I think of the red hair guy again.
Red hair.
Shane, not Shane.
Sheamus.
Sheamus will probably be good for his statue of his body for Omos.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially with this faction, I think they could all take them on.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that would be good because you know how the Usos always come in at the end, and then with Bianca Belair, Damage Control, they come and help. With Sheamus, they could have their group 2 come in help Sheamus win.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. To me, I think that would be a good match.
Yeah, I think it would. Obviously, with Sheamus probably winning, though.
Because I know right now, Drew McIntyre is like in limbo, not too sure what he wants to do, not sure where, they don't know where they're going to put Drew McIntyre.
I don't know if Drew's going to leave the company either.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so, but, well, I don't know. He hasn't got what he wanted yet.
Yeah.
But I say he's good for Seth Rollins now to make this a really good match. I'm not sure what cities or countries are going to next. I know Abu Dhabi's coming soon because UFC is going to Abu Dhabi soon. So, did they just come from Abu Dhabi wrestling?
No.
Okay, so I don't know.
They're going to Saudi Arabia in a few weeks.
Okay, there you go. That's it, because that's where UFC is going to, I think, in July. So they might be all heading that way for all these attraction shows. All right, so that was my take. I think for Omos, I see Sheamus. For Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. But again, it is also AJ Styles, with Omos.
Yeah.
And what do you think? I mean, do you have anything else in mind? Anybody?
No, I think we covered everything.
What about Rey Mysterio versus Omos?
What? I mean, he's been like many times before.
Now, do you know who the Great Khali is, right?
Yeah.
He had a match against Hornswoggle.
Oh, Hornswoggle, what?
Yeah, the midget guy. They had a match together.
Wow.
And the Great Khali, smashes thing. We call it Hornswoggle.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they had that match. All right, so what do you think? If you have any additional comments, suggestions, what are your take on this match we're talking about? And who do you think is next for Seth Rollins or Omos? Don't forget to like this video. And again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.